you. I can move my head and arms real well. A lot like you, I'm a lot like you. I can sing and talk with me. And I choose my words by what you say to me. I'm a lot like you, a lot like you. Hi, it's me, your friend Jill. Guess where I get to go today? To the hospital. But don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. It's just that today's my day to volunteer as a candy striper. Have I ever told you what a candy striper does? Just tell me, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I already told you about it. But there's something I haven't told you yet. Starting in a few months, I'm going to volunteer 2 days a week instead of just one. Isn't that cool? I was even thinking that when I grow up, if I can't be a rock singer or a movie star, I might be a doctor instead. I've wanted to be a candy striper ever since I was 6 years old. That's when I was in the hospital, having my tonsils out. I'll never forget it, because I was supposed to be having a huge birthday party that week. I mean an awesome, fabulous party, with ballerina costumes for all my friends, and a 3-layered cake with a ballerina standing on the top. And there was going to be a fairy princess at the party, telling fortunes. But instead, I had to have my tonsils out and cancel the party. So my mom told me, look, don't be so upset. When you have your tonsils out, you get to eat all the ice cream you want all day long. It'll be like having a birthday party for a whole week. But then it turned out that this hospital didn't believe in giving ice cream. They gave me lime jello instead. And I hate lime jello. I started to cry. And I couldn't stop until this candy striper named Jane came in, carrying a huge bunch of helium balloons that she'd bought just for me. No one had ever given me a balloon bouquet before. Then she sat with me all day, playing games and reading stories and drawing pictures of me as a ballerina. She was a really good artist, and it looked just like me. I still have the pictures at home. Anyway, I'll never forget her. And ever since then, I've wanted to help other people get through their lonely times in the hospital, just like Jane helped me. That's why I was hoping you'd come with me to the hospital today. I could show you all around, and you can see what it'll be like when you're a candy striper too. Or if you don't want to go to the hospital, we could stay here and pretend we're doctors and nurses. It'll be fun. So what do you say? Do you want to go to the hospital or stay home and play?
Stay home.
All right, this is going to be great, because I learned a lot of interesting things in a class I took at the hospital. Not just about how to be a candy striper, but healthcare, and first aid too. So let's gather up all the hospital equipment we can find. My elastic bandage should be somewhere around here, and we could use some other bandages, and a clock or a watch. Do you need more time to get ready? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, I'm ready too. Now who should be the patient? One of your stuffed animals? Or do you want me to be sick? Just tell me, 'cause I'm listening. Me or a stuffed animal?
You.
Oh dear, I'm just not feeling too well today. Maybe I'd better lie down. Oh doctor, can you please come here and put a bandage on my ankle? I think I sprained it when I fell out of this hospital bed this morning. I guess I was cranking the bed up and down too fast. Actually, doctor, I think I just sprained my wrist trying to ring for the nurse. Could you please put a bandage on it? Boy, this hospital is a dangerous place to be. Just kidding. Oh, doctor, I've been talking so much. I think I sprained my mouth. Maybe you'd better put a bandage on it. Just kidding. Don't you dare. You know, that reminds me of a song I wrote about being in the hospital. It's called A Bandage for Every Hurt. Do you want to hear it? I'd even sing it in stereo for you, but I only have one mouth. You've got an appy, you spit on me. You've been stung by a bumblebee. You stubbed your toe and now you can't walk. You flicked your tongue and now it's hard to talk. There's a bad bandage for every hurt. You're gonna be just fine. Yeah, there's a bad bandage for every hurt. So let's have a good time. You broke your brain and it's really smart. A boy in school nearly broke your heart. You tripped and fell and almost cried. But all you bruised was your simple pride. There's a bad bandage for every hurt. You're gonna be just fine. Yeah, there's a bad bandage for every hurt. So let's have a good time. Just having a friend like you gets me feeling better. That's why I know I'll be A-okay as long as we're together. Ouch! Ooh! Whoa! Eek! Yikes! Yeah! All right! There's a bad bandage for every hurt. We're gonna be just fine. Yeah, there's a bad bandage for every hurt. So let's have a good time. There's a bad bandage for every hurt. We're gonna be just fine. Yeah, there's a bad bandage for every hurt. So let's have a good time. Yeah! Thank you, thank you. I knew you'd like my song, 'cause you're my best friend. Hey, do you hear an ambulance coming? Listen really carefully. See, I told you an ambulance was coming. You know me, I'm a great listener. Every time I hear an ambulance, I wonder what's going on at the hospital. I just love the excitement and the feeling that I'm a part of it. And guess what? It's still not too late to go over there. We could go to the hospital right now and be candy stripers together. Or, if you'd rather stay home, I'll give you a little quiz about health and first aid and stuff. You choose. Do you want to go to the hospital or take a quiz?
Take a quiz.
Did you say the quiz? I love to give quizzes. Ready? The first question is, if someone is in an accident, what do you think is the first thing to check? Here are your choices. You can check their airways to see if they're breathing okay, or you can check to see if they're bleeding, or you can check to see if they're still conscious. So choose. What would you check first? Airways, bleeding, or consciousness?
Consciousness.
They're all very important, but being able to breathe is the most important thing. My teacher at the hospital, Mr. Brady, said it's easy to remember the order by just thinking of A, B, C. A for airways, B for bleeding, and C for consciousness. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, here's the next question. Let's say a kid cuts his finger, like Benji Kepler is always doing. He's this kid I see at the hospital a lot, because he's always getting hurt. Sometimes if it's a bad cut, the doctors have to sew it up with stitches, kind of like Frankenstein's face. Did you ever see that movie? Yes or no?
No.
Me either, but I've heard about it. I mean, if you saw Frankenstein's scar, which looks like a huge zipper on his cheek, you really wouldn't want to go to his doctor. You know what I mean? Anyway, that has nothing to do with first aid. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, doing a quiz with my best friend. Okay, here's the question. If you got a cut and you had to have stitches, do you think the stitches would make the scar bigger or smaller?
Smaller.
Bigger sounds right, but it's not. It's really weird, but stitches help hold the cut closed so that it can heal, and that leaves a smaller scar. When they told us that in class, I was totally surprised. Here's another tricky question. Who do you think has a faster heartbeat, children or adults?
Children.
I can't trick you. You're too smart. The truth is that children have faster heartbeats than adults For instance, an adult's heart normally beats 72 times a minute, but a kid's heart can beat 90 or 100 times per minute. The smaller you are, the faster your heart beats. Isn't that interesting? Okay, here's the last question, and it's about your sense of balance. You know what that is, don't you? Being able to walk on a balance beam without falling off. Stuff like that. The question is, which part of your body helps you most with your sense of balance? Your hands or your ears?
Ears.
Hey, 10 points for you. That's right. Believe it or not, your sense of balance is located in your ears. That's why sometimes, if you get a really bad ear infection, your sense of balance can be a little bit off. I used to get car sick when I was younger, and my mom says it's because I had a lot of ear infections. Anyway, I don't get car sick anymore, so I guess I'm okay now. You know, they showed us a neat trick at the hospital, and of course I've been doing it to everyone, because you know me, I love to be tricky. Here's what you do. Try to stand on one leg with your eyes opened, and time yourself. Then try to stand on one leg with your eyes closed. Even a grown-up can't do it for very long. Of course, that has nothing to do with your ears. It just shows that you can balance better with your eyes open. But you already knew that. Well, class dismissed. Boy, I bet you never knew that being my best friend meant going all the way through medical school with me, did you? Oh, doctor, I think I sprained my brain from doing that quiz. Quick, let's have a pillow fight to take our minds off all this hospital stuff. Actually, I think I'm too tired for a whole pillow fight. Maybe we could just have a feather fight instead. Well, we had a great day, didn't we? And it's not over yet, because I have a surprise for you. I wrote a poem about being a candy striper, and it's called To My Best Friend. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Oh, I'm a candy striper. It's lots of fun to me. But sometimes I wonder what to do and how to be. I wonder what to say to the people who are sick, how to help and cheer them up so they'll get better quick. I say the right thing most times, so it's okay in the end. Thanks to someone who reminds me to simply be a friend. Oh, brother, now I'm embarrassed. I hope you like that. Anyway, guess what we can do now? We can play with the real hospital chart I have. See, every patient in the hospital has a chart that tells what's wrong with them, what kind of medicines they're supposed to have, and stuff like that. So I brought a blank one home, and we can use it when we practice being nurses and doctors. And there's one other thing I was hoping you would do with me today. I wanted to make some get well cards for the kids in the hospital. But you know me, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. So I thought maybe we could work together. I'll come up with the ideas, and you can make the drawings. Or if you don't want to do that, I'll teach you how to take your own pulse. How about it? Do you want to make get well cards or take your pulse?
Take pulse.
I'll teach you how to take your pulse. Then you can tell everyone how fast your heart beats, and they won't know how you found out. Just put 2 fingers up to the side of your neck, kind of in the hollow place under your jawbone. You might have to feel around a little until you find a steady thumping beat. I can never find mine, but anyway, once you find it, watch a clock and count how many beats you feel in 1 minute. If you can't find your pulse in your neck, you can try the inside of your wrist. You know, on second thought, we might have to do this tomorrow because I'm tired. I guess the hospital is one of the busiest places to be. Thanks for being with me today. It was the most fun I've ever had as a candy striper. I hope if I ever get sick, that you'll be the person who takes care of me. Because we always do everything together, right? Remember, you and me, that's all that we need to make a good time better. My heart shines just like a rainbow whenever we're together. Come along, we'll sing our song each and every day. With a new best friend like you, I'm not afraid to say, together, we can I'm going to cool out now while my tape rewinds, and then we can be together again. Bye for now.